I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna hear it from me. This is your homegirl, Barbosa. Now I'm a forward to Candio. We're gonna talk about male douching and why it's a reality. Why is a reality in certain cities, certain states, all that? Cause a lot of you women, y'all been worrying about where your douches are going. Dishes, the summer eve dishes, whatever dishes you're using, the old fashioned dishes. The old fashioned douches was a bottle, whether it be red or white or black or whatever it was. It was filled up with warm water. It had a tube going down out of it. A lot of males used to use it more than the females. It was used during the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Yeah, we won't talk about it. I'm going to talk about it because I'm part of the gay community. Yeah, is that what was going on with these males? And what they would do, they would douche for 3 days. 3 days with warm water going into a douche bag. That's why when some people address you as a douche bag, that is what they talking about. The males used to do it all the time. Sit in a bathtub with the douche body, a douche bag, and it was a tube running in their anus. And they used to sit in the bathtub or on a big toilet somewhere. Usually it was in the bathtub. Usually. And before they did the douching process, they had to clean everything. Clean everything and get everything capped off. Yeah, that's where the shower curtains came in. That's where the shower curtain linings came in. And they would put the tube in the anus hole. And I'm telling the whole truth. I'm telling everything as I remember. And I remember them putting that tube in their ass. And the water sprung out in the ass. And the shit, they were drawing out the shit out of their asses. Or I'm going to probably be punished for doing this video, but it is a reality. It's a reality. I don't give a fuck who knows. I was a part of the gay community for years, over 20 years. Let's talk about the truth. Let's talk about how males fuck each other. And this is one of the reasons why they fuck each other, because they put in them douches. And when you go to certain cities, certain towns, and some of you young women looking for douche to clean out your pussy, you can't find, because they don't have the old fashioned douches no more. So they use your products. Summer Eve douche products, yes, is going into the male asshole of these men. People say, well, Arabia, you revealing too much. No. I'm revealing what really happens when they do the orgy parties and all that bullshit. This is what they do. Now, in the old days, they used to do the douchebag. It looked like a red douchebag. It might look clear. It might look white. It might look whatever. They filled it up with warm water and they would put it up in the anus, close enough to their G spot, and release the water. Nowadays, what they do, they go to certain stores like Family Dollar, Dollar General, Walgreens, CVS, or Walmart to find the douches. This is what they do. The men that want to fuck men. Now I'm telling you, right out of my own goddamn mouth, how they do. How they do. And this is a reality. A lot of our women back during the days of what, 60s, 70s, 80s, we used to use the same douchebags. When I came up in my teenage years, 20s, 30s, we used to use Summer Eve. It's the same thing. A lot of these men that are gay, they will use these douchebags to clean out their asshole. Why? Because they want to fuck without having shit on their dick. Now, this is a reality. This is a reality. Nobody wants to accept it. I'm the only one talking about it from the gay community. I'm the only one talking about it. It might be not just me, might be other people, but I am going to talk about it. How these men douche themselves out to have sex with other men. And that's done in private. Their mothers know about it. Their grandmothers know about it. Their aunties know about it. Their cousins know about it. Their brothers know about it. Their sisters, especially the sisters. Young women that are related to these men, and they go out and buy Summer Eve douches, just like I did the other day for myself. And these men douche themselves out more than I do. They take laxatives. They do they eat a bunch of vegetables and they clean out their colon. That's what they do. Now, I'm probably going to be punished for doing this video, but I need to do the video. I need to do the video because other women need to know. And any man, I'm going to tell you something, young women. Nowadays, you are fighting an uphill battle. Because some of you young women are going to be having sex with these men, and some of them got things on top of their dick they ain't supposed to be there. Ain't no shit supposed to be there. A lot of the gay community gonna be like, well, we gonna get rid of our baby Barbosa. Get rid of me. You think I care? You think I care about what you say? I'm gonna say the truth. Shout out to the chat. And those that are in the chat, do not write in. Do not come in. Do not hit the link. Do not do nothing. Stay safe. Because I don't want nobody to accuse you of doing what I'm doing. I am Arabia Barbosa. 914 West County, New York. I am the last of the last. And I'm going to tell these young women what they need to look for. And a lot of times, the real straight men, they don't want you to touch your asshole. They don't want you to touch them on their bottom. Not at all. But there are some men that will invite you. And you got to be careful of doing that. Don't think you have power over them. You have no power over them. You have no power. You have no jurisdiction. You have nothing over those young men or older men. It's a bunch of older men that's doing it. A bunch of older gentlemen that's doing this. And they know who they are. I don't have to tell you who you are. You know who you are. I know who you are. It is what it is. 914 West County, New York. It is what the fuck it is. These men, I don't mean no harm. Some of these men are actually putting up tampons in their, anus action. It stays there. They pull it out. Especially after they douche. After they douche, what do they do for a couple of days? They put tampons up in their anus. They do. I know I'm going to be struck down for saying what I'm saying, but it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to whoever's listening to this video. Like and share the video. It's a reality. It's reality. During the 70s, you did it. During the 80s, you did it. During the 90s, you did it. I remember living in New York, living in that fucking house, and I was sexually abused by a male that was much older than myself. Much older than myself. And nobody said anything. Everyone was afraid. Everyone stayed silent. Certain female YouTube creators, you told the truth. You told the fucking truth. I was in my bathroom not too long ago. I looked at the female products I have, dishes and all that. If those men in this area knew I was buying dishes like that, they would come to this house. To buy the dishes, not to buy cigarettes. I have a whole pack of cigarettes, a carton of cigarettes. You can buy these cigarettes, $4. We want the dishes. That's what they do. That is what they do. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. But someone on YouTube, exposed it. Exposed it. And I don't need to call your name. You know who you are. Thank you for doing what you did. Hmm. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, shout out to the chat.